Hello everyone, welcome to a Replica Airguns update video. You may hear a lawnmower in the background. Well, that's just life here on the farm. In the summertime, lots is going on. Just try to ignore it if possible. I just wanted to make sure I got this video out to you as soon as I could, and I did not want to let that lawnmower impede us. Alright, so what do we have here on the table? We have 3 Cybergun products, these guys right here, and 1 ASG product. 3 are BB guns, right here, 4.5mm steel BB, and 1 is an airsoft pistol, so 6mm plastic airsoft. So let's go through these guns really quickly here. Now most of these guns are already in the Canada and US Replica Airgun store, and this one here, this ASG, will be in the Canada store shortly, so probably by the time you watch this video it may even be in the Canada store. So I'll put links in the description. You can also click on the link to the post. That post will have links to these guns and how to purchase them as well. So let's get started. Let's take a look at the top right hand gun here. And this is the Cybergun Blackwater 1911 R2. And essentially, it's basically a KWC styled TAC A1. But it's got the Blackwater licensing and markings and everything. So really the same gun, but what you're getting is the Blackwater branding. Okay. And you're getting some silver highlights that you wouldn't normally get with the KWC version. Barrel, right? Trigger. So pretty much the same gun. Now you do pay a little bit more for the Blackwater branding or licensing. If you haven't watched my TAC A1 video, you can watch that and you'll get an idea of exactly how this gun works. Field stripping, everything. They're literally identical with the exception of some of the bling you're going to find on the Blackwater version. But 4.5mm steel BB, blowback, CO2. So definitely watch that KWC TAC A1 video as it's virtually identical. Alright, next let's talk about this little ASG gun here. This is the CZ75D compact. Again, 4.5mm steel BB. This is non-blowback, although it does have kind of a working slide. The slide is plastic. The gun does have a bit of weight to it. The grips are really quite nice. They're actually a rubber grip. They do add a little bit of weight to the gun. The gun has full-size dropout mag, right? And everything's nicely concealed in there. Alright, again 4.5mm steel BB. Single and double action. Okay. Nice little gun. Nice addition to the ASG lineup we have. By the way, I didn't show you the magazine on this guy. I'll show it to you quick. Standard Cybergun magazine, so 1911, Tanfoglio Witness 1911 magazine, KWC, TAC A1 magazines will all work in this gun. Alright, let's talk about another one. This is the Tanfoglio Gold Custom. And this gun is a beautiful gun. Basically, IPSC kind of styled shooting. Has the magwell, flared magwell, full-size dropout magazine. Very heavy gun. Everything's literally metal, including the grips. All metal rail. It's got the compensator here. I'm not going to compensate too much, but it does add a bit of forward weight. This gun is very well balanced and has a gorgeous trigger. The trigger on this gun is just beautiful. Just right there. Very little take up. Going to be able to shoot pretty fast with this gun. Looking forward to reviewing this one. Alright, last but not least, we have our little Smith & Wesson, and this is an M&P 9C, so the compact, 6mm airsoft. Now, this gun does normally come with a red tip. As you know, I generally like to take them off. It came off pretty easy. I don't even know what this little tool is. Unfortunately, my box did not have a manual in it when I got it, but I don't know if anyone knows what this little tool is in here. Could be a tool or something, I don't know. But it came with these little white dots. You had to put them in. See if you can see it here. There you go. I had to put them in afterwards, so they're not in. You have to put the white dots in. Okay. It also, underneath this plate, this serial number plate, was made in Taiwan, and so it comes with the plate and you just pop it in there. I thought I was going to have to glue it in, but it's not coming out. I tried to get it out. It's really hard to get out, so I think it's in there now. I didn't even glue it. But just fully licensed and branded. Very nice. I mean, it's identical to the real gun. If you look at this gun online, the real version, videos, it is identical. It's really almost impossible to tell the difference unless you look into the barrel and you see the inner Airsoft 6mm barrel. But full blowback. Okay, I'm going to show you here. And something that's kind of a neat trick with this gun is you can pop this little switch. See if you can see that switch. See that guy there? I just moved it over. And now we have full auto. Very cool. Put that back. And we're back. Very neat gun. Little tiny magazine, but I believe it holds 16 rounds. We'll get into this gun more obviously, but it is a beautiful gun. Comes with a bunch of different grips as well, so you can adjust the grips for the size of your hand. They just go on there real easy. Beautiful gun. You can even put rail accessories on it. Just awesome. So that's a real treat. We have that in our Canada store, and I advise my supplier to get more of those guns because I think that that's just a beautiful little airsoft pistol. Nice and compact, semi and full auto, fully licensed, literally identical in almost every way. Even the extractor looks so realistic. A lot of times they're just sort of molded in and they look kind of cheesy, but this one looks like it actually almost is extracting, but it's not, of course. No shells to extract. By the way, it is. If I can focus here, you have ambidextrous slide catch release, which is cool. And again, really everything on this gun is screaming real. Beautiful. One last quick little thing I want to point out, we also added some smoke grenades. Haven't tried them yet. I might try it out when I do one of my next reviews, just throw it in the yard and see how well it works. But basically it's like a non-toxic smoke grenade you can use for airsoft. I wouldn't want to use it inside, but for outside use. I'm not going to do it. Pull this and you'll get smoke. So we have those in our Canadian store as well. Check that out in the accessories section. Alright, so make sure to come down to the Replica Airguns website. I'll try and post at least a few pictures of these guns. Not too many, but I'll post a few of each of these guns for you. I'll also make links available there. So check in the description of this video. I'll put a link to the post on my website, replicaAirguns.com. And if you follow that post link, I'll have some other links to purchase these guns and also some photos there. Again, don't forget to subscribe before you leave. Come on down to the Replica Airguns store, Canada and US store, where we have air guns, blank guns, BB guns, pellet guns, airsoft guns, all kinds of accessories. Check us out on Facebook and Twitter. Username is Replica Airguns. Thanks for watching. Until next time, take care.